So when I came to Rebecca, I was in a pretty dark place. I was at the point I was in a lot of money fear and scarcity, and every morning I would wake up with just fear around money. It was like those were, no matter what I did, I would wake up every morning and have those worries and those fears. I mean, I'm a personal development guy. I've meditated for almost 4 years now. I've done so much journaling, like a lot of internal work. And no matter what I did, I could not get rid of that. I would journal, I would write, I would scream into a pillow, whatever it took, but it just would not take those fears away. And, I knew that there was things deeper within me and underneath the surface that I couldn't see. They were locked in my subconscious, or not locked, but they were deep in there. And I couldn't see them. And I had done some type of hypnotherapy before, not what Rebecca had done. And I knew the power of it. So anyways, from the very beginning, Rebecca and I had, like a pre-call, either one or two of them. And, she was so just caring, generous, and kind, and walked me through the process, and and took the time to do that. And just from those conversations we had in the beginning of where I'm at, how I'm feeling, where do I want to go, how do I want to feel, what I want to create, even that alone was healing in itself. And so that was beautiful even before the session. And then, obviously we had our session, and that was very powerful. And some things came up that they needed to come up, because they need to be seen, because they need to be healed. They're old childhood memories that we need to go through, to see for some type of reason, to, let them go and be gone. And so, what I noticed is about 2 to 3 days after the RTT session, I started to feel the relief. I wasn't, and it just subtly comes along. And it's just like, I'm not waking up with this fear. I'm just feeling more clear. I'm not feeling so heavy. And it's just like I started to feel better, and I started to feel freer. I wasn't in this freeze and fight or flight, because what happens is before the session, I was just in freeze. I didn't want to do anything because I was so scared. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what would work for me. So your brain just sends you into confusion because you are in fight or flight. You are just on survival mode. And that's how I was for like at least a month before that, at least. And it was horrible. But after that, now it's like a couple days later, I'm not like that at all. I'm open, I'm free. Like things are flowing, life is flowing. Like that's exactly how we should be in our natural state. But I wasn't like that before. But after, I was like, wow. Even my girlfriend said, oh my God, like I can notice such a big change in you and your energy, which is so important, because things work better in life when we're like that. And so, Rebecca, it was great because she followed up with me several times, even afterwards. It's like the whole process was, it's not just one RTT session. It's just like there's a strategy to it before and then after, and just her care was honestly, it was so cool. It was so good. And so, if somebody is in that spot right now and you just don't know what to do, you don't know what's going to work, because you want to make sure it's like the right thing, the exact right thing that you need. Otherwise, or you're maybe in a spot where you're not sure if anybody can help you. It's like, let me tell you, I highly suggest doing this with her, because the thing is, there's things below the surface you cannot see. I could not see. And when they come up and they're recognized and they're healed, wow, it made such a big difference in my life. And I know it can make it in yours, to where you may be feeling all these feelings right now and worried and stressed and in fight or flight, but these things need to come up and they need to be healed. And there is nothing, there is no wrong move. There's only the right move. So, even if you're feeling kind of, well, I'm not sure, then maybe, you know what? Maybe that's the time that you got to take the leap of faith and take the step, because you got to take the action, right? Because the mind just wants you to sit there and sit in the worry, and it's just self-sabotage. And I've been there so many times, right? Anyways, take the leap, take it. You got to get out of your comfort zone in order to feel better. It's so, so, so important. So anyways, I highly suggest her work, going through the process, have a call with her. Even that alone is going to explain so much, and just feel some relief, and going through the whole process and everything in the actual RTT is what really is the most important piece, and calling forward these feelings and going through them and working through them. And then on the other side, it's like, you'll have the relief.